Everyone. Today I wanted to give you a short video on how to set up an assignment in Canvas to grade it using the online grading features. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to my modules where I want to add the assignment. In this case, I'm just going to randomly add it here to Unit 2. And then I click on this for plus assignment. This is a new assignment, and I'm going to call it draft of essay number 5. And we're going to indent it because I'll show you in a moment. Okay, add the item. And the way that I have my modules set up is that the graded assignments are all indented. So that way students can look at this and see what's graded. So here down at the bottom I have essay, the draft of essay 5 assignment. It's not published yet. That's okay because I want to tweak it a bit further. So I'm going to edit it and I'm going to say submit your draft of essay number 5 here for my feedback. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to give this assignment 10 points. This is an essay. We're going to call it an assignment because I separate draft feedback from essays. That's just how I organize my course. All right, this needs to be an online submission. You can click how you want it submitted. I just do file uploads. I don't restrict the type of uploads. Once in a while, I'll get somebody that uses a Mac and sends in a document using Pages, but I just, send them a quick note and tell them you need to do it the other way. Let's go ahead and run the Turnitin plagiarism review on it. This assignment because it'll give the student some ideas if there's some kind of problems with the material that he has used. I'm going to make it due at 9 a.m. on Monday. Close done. And now I will save it. There's one more step I want to do before I publish it. Now I've got everything here. I've got the directions for the assignment, got the due date, the points, but I want to add my rubric. So I'm going to add my rubric. I happen to have created a lot of rubrics and I transferred my rubrics from Blackboard over, so I have a fair number of them. So I'm just going to go and select the rubric that I want for this assignment, and that's the one that I want to use. Okay. And so I've got my rubric here and I'm ready to go. I'm going to stop the recording for a moment and get in as the student to submit the essay. So then we'll look at how you grade it next. So I'll be right back. So now my students have submitted their essays and now it's time for me to grade it. So I click on the assignment, and when you click on it, you see that the grade area is blank and there's this little right arrow. So you click to the right arrow and up comes this to the right. You click on Speed Grader, and Speed Graders come up now. And so now I'm ready to comment and provide feedback on the essay. So these tools up here show me what options I have or what I can use to provide direct feedback on the essay. So for example, maybe I want there to be here, I'll say follow the rules of capitalization. Okay. And let's say, that's my little thought bubble. One of the things that I found out is after you've made your comment, you have to kind of click your arrow in the bottom here, and otherwise it makes a hot mess. So let's say I want to highlight some information. So let's see, we'll say move the title up and see if you can think about a more inviting title. For example, you may want to add a title that is a bit more sensational, da 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 da, and then whatever it is you want to say. So you just provide your feedback there, and so I can highlight. You can see this is an area that was highlighted before. I can also line through. So let's say that I don't like this, and I want to say this is a bit wordy. Try to remain focused and only discuss one idea at a time. So you can see my notes are just notes. They're not perfect. I try to just kind of, it would be similar to if I were talking to them. So those are three ways that you can provide feedback directly on the assignment. The third way is, let's say I just want to insert myself into the essay and just add some text here. Think about another perspective. What might someone who disagrees with you say? Now, this is kind of um, hard to see here, so I think I can move it. Yeah, I can move it. So there we go. So now I've moved it. So now I've got marginal comments, I've got side comments, and just a variety of different ways to comment. And say I decide I don't want that comment to be there, I can just delete it and ask me if I'm okay, and I can get rid of it that way. So I'm just going to cancel that for now. So I've made my comments on the essay. I've worked through it. I've made lots of different comments. You can change the colors of your highlight. So, so for example, when I line through, it's red. Let's line through and make it purple. So you can change that on those kinds of things. So now I want to go to my rubric. So I'm going to click on the rubric, and I'm going to go ahead and evaluate. I also have options here. So I've got my criteria, but I can say I'll say this is a good beginning. Now work on adding additional research to support your second point. Okay? And then same thing with evidence. We'll give her a 3 there, and we'll say your evidence is good. Try make sure that you use at least 3 academic sources. Okay, so I've done that. And then I'm going to give her a 1 for grammar. You have, still have a few comma splices that need work. Check out section 3A of the online textbook. Okay, so now I can save it, and if I had set up my rubric correctly, the 9 points would automatically go there, but it didn't because I didn't set up my rubric correctly, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. And then if I want to add additional comments, again, I can add additional comments here. John, this what is an interesting topic, and I hope that you have enjoyed researching it. You can write anything you want there. Sometimes I don't say anything there. I primarily personally use this when I really like the feature or something that somebody's done. Now here's another tool, speech or recording. You can actually record your comments. So you can use this and talk to the student as you are providing feedback on their essays. So that's another video, not today's. Okay, so I'm going to submit that. All right, and so you can see that John's going to get my comment. He's going to see the points. Um, Now here's something that I want to show you, and I'll show you how this looks from the student end as well. But right now, I had, if you saw, remember when I set up the assignment, I put submitted it to Turnitin. So here is the student's Turnitin report. So I can click on that and see what Turnitin has said about this particular document. So it has told me that there's 24 matches, and if I click on that, it tells me where. So this sentence here was submitted. Let's see what it says, number 9, submitted to San Juancito. All right, let's see this one. All right, this one. All right, so does she, so the person, all right, so this was somebody's feedback, so I don't think I have to be worried about that. Um, but it gives me the opportunity. Then I can look at all sources. I can look at, this is the part that I like to look at, the ETS report. The ETS report will give me feedback about the grammar. And if there's something, okay, there's problems with verbs. Let's see. Whoops. Usually it'll show you, you can click on it. I think I'm not in the right. Why am I? There we go. That's just giving me who did it. Okay. All right, so you can see that you can get a lot of information, and I'm just using it. I don't use this as a penalizing in any way, shape, or form. If I was to see evidence that something was actually plagiarized, then I would talk to the student about it, but I just use it as a way. So now I'm going to go back to the assignment, and I'm going to stop for a moment and get back in as a student and show you what the student sees so that you can understand how to tell your students to find your feedback. So here I am back as a student now, and my teacher has said that she's graded my essay, so I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to find the graded assignment. Here it is. Okay, so I'm going to, this students will, what I've found is traditionally just click right over here to the right, and they can see my feedback on the essay. They can see the comment that I made, but they can't see the paper, the actual comments I made on the paper, unless they do this trick. They have to actually click on the assignment, all right, and then see where it says view feedback in the upper right hand corner? They've got to click on that. And that is the only way that they will get my paper comments, what I've actually written on the paper. So it's just a little helpful hint because I've been spending hours commenting on students' papers this way for 2 semesters, and I only just realized earlier before spring break that my students had no idea that I had made comments on their papers. So I just wanted to show you that little trick so that you can convey that to your students as well. And so I hope this helps you at least get started in having students submit essays so that you can grade them using the grading tools in Canvas. Let me know what other videos you want to see, and I'll have more coming up in the future. Take care. Bye-bye.